Hi, my name is Brian Daggs, and I'm the invasive plant ecologist at the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy. Today, I'll be showing you how to collect invasive species data and upload it directly to iMapInvasives using Survey123 on your phone or tablet. Survey123 is a form-centric data collection tool from ESRI that is free to download on any Android or iOS device. Let's get into how we use it for iMapInvasives. After downloading Survey123 from your App Store, go ahead and launch it. You'll find yourself on this login screen. If you have an ArcGIS Online account, feel free to log in. But for iMapInvasives, it's not required. So I'm going to continue without signing in. This will bring me to my surveys page where it shows all the surveys that I have downloaded to my phone. Right now, we only have the iMapInvasive survey. A link will be provided to download the survey directly to your phone. Let's go ahead and open it. On this page, you see a Collect tab and a Drafts tab. Pressing the Collect tab will start a new survey from scratch. The Drafts holds unfinished surveys that you can still edit. For this training, I've already started a survey, so we're going to press on the Drafts tab and open that up. And now we are in the actual iMapInvasives survey form. At the top of the form are fields for some general information, including your name, your email address, and your iMapInvasives person ID to link your survey with an iMapInvasives account. If you don't have an account, that's okay. Simply press No here in this first field. Scrolling through, there are fields for additional information, such as your affiliated organization and a project ID if you are contributing data to a specific project registered in IMAP. Fields like the date and time are automatically filled in when you create the form. Your state or province is not automatically filled in, and you have to be sure to enter this yourself. The next part of the form is to designate a searched area polygon. This is essentially the area within which you will be conducting your surveying and recording invasive species data. To begin this, press the map icon just below the field here. This will open up the map where you can now move around to wherever you're surveying. For this example, I'm going to zoom into Moraine State Park in Western Pennsylvania. Let's imagine that we are surveying this peninsula here, and now we have to draw our searched area polygon around it. To do this, press the icon in the bottom left to begin drawing your polygon. Now, you can press the map to create a series of points or vertices for your polygon and begin outlining the area within which you are searching. I'm simply just going to outline the entire peninsula here with a series of points. Once you're done, press the icon in the bottom right, the shape with a check mark at the bottom, to finalize the polygon. And to confirm this, press the check mark in the bottom right again. Now we have our searched area polygon. Below this is a drop-down menu full of fields where you can fill out additional information pertaining to that polygon, such as a site name, disturbances, native vegetation, crew details, such as the hours worked and how many members of the crew there is, weather details, additional fields for recommending follow-up and treatments, as well as your sampling methods, and finally some general searched area comments. After your searched area details are filled out, it's time to start recording invasive species data. This data can be after you've got your searched area details filled out, it's time to start recording invasive species data. This data can be represented as points, lines, or polygons. Selecting polygons will allow you to choose between either using your entire searched area to represent your invasive species presence, or it allows you to draw an entirely new polygon on the map, somewhere within your current searched area. Selecting line is very similar to polygon, where you have to draw a line on the map to represent your invasive species distribution. And selecting point will automatically record your current location using your GPS. However, you can delete that and select the map instead to drag a pin anywhere on the map to represent your presence. I'm going to drag our pin up to Moraine and place it right here on our peninsula. Next is to designate which species we're talking about. You can select the drop-down to get this full list of species that we track in Pennsylvania. You can also simply search the species you're looking for by typing in either the scientific or common name. Let's imagine that we are recording a presence of tree of heaven. I will put in the scientific name, Ailanthus altissima, and before I even finish, the correct species pops up. I'm going to head and click on that to designate which species this presence is. Survey123 allows us to take 3 photos to attach to each presence. These are labeled close-up, general, and infestation. These labels are to help guide you in order to fully document the presence, but they're more so suggestions. If you feel that a species needs more than one close-up shot to properly identify it and capture the characteristics, then that's fine. Take more than one close-up shot. Click on the camera icon to open up your own camera. And now I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to line it up to show the characteristics I want to see. Go ahead and capture that image. Now, when I upload my Survey123 form, that picture will be attached with it. I'm going to leave these other 2 slots for photos unused for now. Scrolling down, there's a few additional fields. You can add time searched. In minutes, I'm going to say I searched for 5 minutes. And you can add presence record comments as well. Any additional details. This was from a seedling in the sidewalk. You can add a number found for the amount of seedlings. I believe I saw 3 out there. You can add some additional details for things like evaluation type and follow-up, the impact, if you can assess that, any biocontrol species that you found, if applicable, and some additional fields for things like distribution. I will say this is sparse with some scattered seedlings occurring, and percent cover, as well as phenologies, things like whether you observed flowers, fruits, seeds, etc. For the age of woody plants, you can add seedlings, mature, or both of those present. I'm going to go ahead and add seedlings. If you want to add additional presences, you can click on the plus here at the bottom, and that opens up a whole new presence to add. We don't need to add another presence, so I'm going to scroll back down and hit this little trash can icon to delete it. I'm going to go ahead and delete that record. In addition to taking presence data for invasive species, you can also add not detected records and treatment data to the Survey123 form. Clicking the plus under not detected records section will show you what that looks like. Here, you have the same drop-down list as the presence records, as well as fields for a photo. Oh my goodness. One more try. In addition to invasive species presence data, you can also add not detected records and treatment data to the Survey123 form as well. Clicking the plus under not detected records will show you what that looks like. Here, you get the same drop-down list of species that you have in the presence data. There's also fields for photos, reasons for not detecting, time searched, and not detected comments for any additional details not included in these other fields. Now I'm going to press this trash can icon to delete that, since I won't be collecting any not detected records at this time. Under the plus for treatments applied, we can see what this looks like. For treatments, you need a polygon. You can either use the searched area or draw a brand new polygon. Here, you also need to designate the target species treated. You get the same drop-down list from not detected and presence species. Treatment data also needs start and end dates. It automatically collects the current date, but you can delete that and add in your own. It also asks for an end date if treatments take place over the course of several days to even weeks. There are additional fields for treatment iteration, the goals, and other comments, such as general comments, rare species precautions, and permits. Finally, you designate your treatment type, be it physical removal, chemical treatments, or biological control. Once you've filled out all the data you wish to add, you can press the check mark in the bottom right to save your survey form into your outbox. Now, you see my Drafts tab is empty. The Drafts tab is now gone, and in its place is the Outbox tab. You can click on the Outbox tab to see your current surveys that are ready for upload. On the bottom right is a Send button, which will upload your surveys to the iMapInvasives database. The invasive species presences within the survey will be added as unconfirmed presences to iMapInvasives for review by experts to confirm the species ID. Once the species ID is confirmed, those presences will then be viewable in the iMapInvasives web map service by any who wish to access the data. And that is a brief overview on how to use the iMapInvasives Survey123 form to collect and upload invasive species data to iMapInvasives. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see many of you using this method to contribute more data to our collective understanding of invasive species.